MLB coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good matchup here for you tonight between the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Dodgers. We've got an excellent matchup on our hands in this one. Two of the league's craftiest starters go head-to-head next. Kenta Maeda will be on the mound for the boys in blue. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Kenta Maeda, you're going to see a lot of off-speed pitches from Maeda. 88 to 91 miles an hour, not a terrific fastball, good split finger, good slider. He's one of those guys that pitches backwards. What do I mean by that, Matt? He'll throw fastballs in breaking ball situations, and he'll throw off-speed pitches when he's behind the count, 2-0 or 2-1. He pitches backwards.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Here's the 0-1. And a curveball that gets a swing and a miss and makes him look way behind.
I'm going to chalk that one up to he didn't see it too well right there. To get such a late swing on an off-speed pitch, a good curveball right there to go down 0-2, he's got to regroup.
Ready with another 0-2. A little bouncer, but it gets foul.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Temperature here at game time, 61 degrees. Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away. Giancarlo Stanton now. Previous head-to-head matchups with Kenta Maeda. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Only one strike away from throwing a very strong first inning to begin the ball game. He looks sharp.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More base. Masahiro Tanaka, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Tanaka right now is the best of all of their starting pitchers. Good fastball, 92 to 94. Best pitch is the split finger. He'll throw it early. He'll throw it often. If he has the good split, these hitters are in for a long night.
Line drive to center field. Gardner is there, and he has it for the first out. Next for the Dodgers, Corey Seager, the recipient of a National League Silver Slugger Award for his contributions at shortstop last year. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a scary moment.
Dero, they call that the old chuck and duck, right? That was really close, and that's one of the things that most pitchers fear, that line drive that zipped right by your head. Wow, that was awful close.
In now, Justin Turner, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Judge is there, 2 down. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Dodgers retired on just 4 pitches. We are Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Greg Bird. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Next for New York, Gary Sanchez, the American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a real treat today. Guys, what can we expect from the matchup?
Well, Matty, these are two guys that aren't hard throwers. They're more touchy-feely guys. Hard, soft, up, down, in and out, D-row. And these are the kind of guys that can really frustrate you when you're in that batter's box.
100%, Dan. When you got a flamethrower on the mound, he's going to live and die with his good stuff. But when you got a finesse guy out there, you step out of the box and a lot of different thoughts start entering your mind. What should I sit on? This is going to be an interesting matchup.
Strike one to start the at-bat. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Ground ball right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So striding in, Yasiel Puig set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And it's gone. A solo home run off the bat of Yasiel Puig. And the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Ready now, Jock Peterson, as he'll get his first opportunity on this one. First pitch on its way. Shows bunt as he gets this one down. Drury comes up with it, and the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single. Next up for Los Angeles, Yasmani Grandal, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Here's the first pitch to him. Big swing by Grandal, and a ball carrying well to right. Judge looks up. Gone! A two-run blast to straightaway right field, and the Dodgers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, that's the second home run of the inning, and their lead grows bigger. It's like a runaway train on a downhill slope right now. And the other guys are trying to throw twigs in the spokes to stop it.
Into the box, Logan Forsythe. After it is Gardner. But he won't get there. It falls in. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, I'm not surprised right here. This pitcher mixed in a knock. Playing in the National League, he gets way more opportunity to work on his craft from the offensive side of the ball. NL pitchers definitely have an advantage in these interleague games.
Into the box now, Chris Taylor. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. Gardner, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out. Here's Corey Seager. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
And that is down for extra bases, as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And another runs across, as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, Brandon Drew next. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
The windup and the 0-1. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. Next for New York, Tyler Wade. Too high, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a liner. It's down for extra bases, and the Yankees have their first hit of the game. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he is in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Well, that's their first hit of the ball game, and they make it count as he blisters this thing to the outfield and cruises into third for the triple. We'll see if his teammate can pick him up so they can get their first run, too.
Standing in now, Masahiro Tanaka. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Wade takes his lead at third with 1 away. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2. Ready for another chance? Brett Gardner, 0 for 1 here in the early going. I just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. From the stretch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. The Yanks leave 1. They're on the short end of a 4. Digging in to try it again, Cody Bellinger. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Bellinger connects as this is deep to right. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
Hey, thanks, Matt. Yeah, you know what? Dodger Stadium has always been known for a very high mound, and pitchers love to pitch in this ballpark. And D-Row, when the sun goes down and that marine layer air comes in, this is a tough yard to hit the ball on.
I was going right there, Dan. Day game, this place plays completely different, but to do it at night, that's why it was such an impressive performance today. For them to move traffic all over the yard today, not easy to do.
In the air, out to right. After it is Gardner. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the 2nd out. So a beautiful running catch on display that time as we get a look at it again with Show Track. He took a solid route, covered quite a bit of ground, 110 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. That's a catch to remember. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. Tanaka sets his sights. Here it is on 0-1. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But the Dodgers striding in once again. Aaron Judge comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
And there's your first out of the inning.
Now batting, the fielder, Giancarlo.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one just missed outside. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike one. No runs, just one hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
The batter, first baseman, Greg Bird.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Peterson moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Digging in for his second at bat, Logan Forsythe. Now the pitch.
Second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
Line towards center field. Gardner is right there, one down. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Kenta Maeda, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gardner is there, and that's the second out of the inning. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Chris Taylor. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. So that'll extend the inning, and with 2 away, bring up Corey Seager.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Here's Corey Seager, and there he goes towards second. Line toward the gap in left center, and this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one, and he will score now from first, and the throwing mistake there getting the ball in is going to wind up costing him.
Now batting, third baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Turner. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull.
Line to shortstop. He's there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Dodgers get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. Ready now, Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. We were expecting a pitcher's duel today, but this one's turned into a bit of a lopsided contest so far.
Yeah, Dan, here's what you fall into, though. If you're going to be a finesse pitcher, you can't lead balls over the heart of the plate or they do not come back. A lot of guys stepping in the batter's box right now with a ton of confidence.
No doubt about it, D-Where we've seen one pitcher on point, one guy not on point, and the guy that's not been, he's having a rough go of it this afternoon.
And another foul ball. One and two to the Yankees catcher.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
Grounder down the line at third. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. First pitch on its way. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Taylor is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for the
Digging in now for the Yankees, Brendan Drury. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Started that swing a bit too early.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So the Yanks. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Bellinger.
Popped him up. Sanchez waits on it. Makes the play, one away.
The right fielder, number 66.
Ready once again, Yasiel Puig. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit on the ground to third. Drury gloves it. On to first, and very quickly two are gone in the home fifth.
The left fielder, number 31.
Here's Jock Peterson now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Bunt attempt with two outs. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade to start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Taylor is there, and he has it for the first out. Ronald Torreyes will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Hit out towards second. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. So a base hit from the pinch hitter will send him back to the top of the order with one away in the inning.
Hey, D-Row, that's a 1-out single right there. And hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention. A little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. If you know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Digging in once again, Giancarlo Stanton. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And he'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry. So expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Adam Warren gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Now here it comes. Late square, and this is popped up. Warren is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Stepping up to the plate, Logan Forsythe. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Hit high and deep to right center. After it is Gardner. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Kenta Maeda getting the hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Drury is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Back here at Dodger Stadium, the men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the seventh. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike now to Bird. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is into second as he kicks off the seventh with a leadoff double.
Here's the fourth hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes, over 70% so far in this outing.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Well, he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Gary Sanchez goes down for the first out in the seventh inning. Bird, the runner at second with one away. Missed with a slider.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
On the move is Taylor. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Brandon Drury will bat next. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. A ball and no strikes. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
2 strikes.
The next 1-2 pitch. And he's got another one here. 12 punch outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Chris Taylor. He singled his last time up.
Chris Taylor.
First pitch on its way. Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Corey Seager. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. Here comes the first pitch. Now Corey with a swing and a deep drive to right. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. Next up for Los Angeles, Justin Turner, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Lifted the other way out to left center. Stanton giving chase. 2 down. And now is Yasiel Puig. Head-to-head with Adam Warren. He's 1 for 2. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this one is gone. A home run.
The left fielder, number 31, Jock Peterson.
Here's Jock Peterson now. Squares with 2 outs and gets it down. Drury has it. Throw to first in time, and you got to question that. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Jacoby Ellsbury will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first will be in time to take care of Ellsbury, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, number 11.
Here's Brett Gardner now. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. The windup and the 0-1. Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed. 0-2.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1-2. Chad Green enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Yasmani Grandal will be the first one to greet him here. He'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good swing there, but this is foul off to the right side. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Read this one almost in the books. The story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on it? Oh, hang on now. This ball is deep down the line in right. It looks to have the distance, and it's fair. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right. His second home run of the game as the blowout continues. In now, Logan Forsythe.
Logan
As he rips it on the ground to second. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Ready for another shot now. Kenta Maeda. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Needed a good performance from their ace today, but unfortunately for them, they didn't get it.
Yeah, D-Roll, this is one of those where it was almost over before it started. You know, this is what happens when you're a controlled-type pitcher. If you're not around the corners and around the knees, you start getting balls up in the strike zone, and he paid the price today.
Yeah, huge confidence boost for this offense, though. To face this guy, they knew they had to stay back. They couldn't be over-aggressive against him. He likes to move the ball in and out and do different things. Tip of the cap to this offense.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. There's a shot out to right center field. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
The batter.
Here's Corey Seager. Already 4 hits to his credit in this one. Looking for a 5th in this at-bat. First pitch on its way. Liner in there for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Into the box, Justin Turner. He grounds it sharply to third. Drury fields it cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 for the Dodgers. Here's big Aaron Judge, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Now here it comes. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. Digging in once again, Giancarlo Stanton, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground on the first in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Last chance for the Yankees. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
10-0, the final shutout score in this one. The Los Angeles Dodgers launched 6 home runs as a team in the ballgame. Kenta Maeda earns the victory on the mound. Masahiro Tanaka struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the Victoria.